Welcome to Sabella Spirit. We are going to start with the activations. In the other readings, I started with the other oracle cards. For some reason, I'm being led to start with an activation for Libra. We have Magic, number 31. So that could indicate maybe 31 is special for you, or it could break down to the number 4, which may indicate a sense of structure and foundation, the energy that I'm feeling here. Okay, and they told me to look at the bottom, so number 17. Consciousness. Let's read these cards. For Magic, it says, the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. All right. So I feel like these cards are really supporting your belief in the magic of our existence. They are really quite beautiful cards. And now let's move to the energy oracle for Libra. Clear, concise messages for Libra. What do they need to know today? Can't remember if I mentioned it, but it's a general reading for Libra, bringing forth messages, whatever your spirit team feels you need to know right now. I've had this key on my table for each of the other readings, but for some reason this morning I feel really drawn to it. Almost like the key to the universe, especially with these activation cards that we have. Maybe you've recently unlocked something within yourself. Clear, concise messages for Libra. What does Libra need to know at this time? Adjacent possibilities, with indecision at the bottom. Okay, well, let's see here. Clear, concise messages for the sign of Libra. What does Libra need to know right now? Every once in a while, you might hear me stand up to look at the camera because sometimes it likes to turn off for whatever reason. Okay, we have 2 major arcana cards coming out for you. The Tower, 2 of Earth, which really connects to this indecision card. And then we have the Love card. So in traditional tarot, the Love card here that we see from the Good Tarot deck would be the Lovers. So again, indicating a choice, and then a Tower moment. What is going on for you, Libra? What do we need to know about this Tower for Libra? I just heard that the key lies within. Perhaps Spirit is guiding you to look within yourself for the answers that you need. Okay. Okay, lots of cards came out there. We have the Tower on the bottom. We have the 9 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and then what is this? I believe the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. So recently you may have, I just heard internal battle. So for some of you, this could be sort of an internal battle that you're having. You have a decision coming up that you have to make, and you're fighting with yourself to make this decision. And for others of you, this could be an external fight. With the High Priestess, I feel that they are guiding you to look within yourself, as they said here with what I felt from the Golden Key. Because oftentimes when we tap into our intuition and we take time for ourselves to pray and meditate, we are able to find these answers that we need when we come to a point in life where we have two choices or maybe more that we're weighing between. It's certainly hard to make a decision, and we often wonder, is this going to be the right choice? And I just feel like saying, whatever you end up doing will be divinely supported and for your highest good. And maybe sometimes, maybe not sometimes, but maybe that is a prayer that they would like you to say. Something I often do if I'm at a point where I'm just really confused and I don't know what to do, I will take the time to pray and meditate and say to myself, Archangel Michael, or you can say, I call upon the divine, surround and protect me from all lower beings, all lower energies, all lower entities, and all lower thought forms. Bring gentle healing for my highest good into my life and help me make the decision that will bring me to my highest timeline. So you are welcome to try that prayer. I also feel this energy of sort of having to let go. I can kind of sense maybe a fear of change, maybe a fear of stepping into this new possibility. It seems that you have many options. To me, this is giving me kind of 7 of Cups energy. And when we have so many options in front of us, it's sometimes hard to stay grounded. So maybe that's another clue for you, is to ground the energy. Okay. Clear, concise messages for Libra's highest good. What do we need to know about this choice? Are there any clues about this choice that Libra has to make? We do have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. We'll get clarity on that later. I just want to know, is there anything else we need to know about this choice? What is this choice for Libra? Woo! Okay. Well, the 7 of Cups came out, so of course, yes, thank you, Spirit. We know there's too many choices. And we also had the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe Spirit is guiding you into a very fulfilling career. Could be something related to where you are in your life right now. And maybe they've opened a door for you that you couldn't imagine. And maybe your confidence isn't quite there yet. For some reason, I'm hearing that. Simply because I see this man sitting here petting these dogs, and he has white hair, and so it's this energy of wisdom. And he's petting one dog, and the other dog is kind of, it seems, waiting there to be pet. So maybe they're encouraging you to shift your focus into this energy of becoming wise and feeding the dog, which is for your highest good. You know that saying about, oh, I'm totally blanking, but you know what I'm saying, the top 2 dogs are the wolves, and one is maybe a lower frequency and one is a higher frequency. And so to remember that we have the wisdom and we have the choice within to be able to choose which dog we're feeding. And empower yourself, because you are not, just a bystander in your life. You are the creator of your life, which I think in this society we're not often aware of, that we have the ability to create our reality by going deep and cleansing and clearing those lower chakras and the physicality of our existence by coming into the heart space. Whew. Okay, and they're saying now, have patience. I can see this orange triangle on the heart space. So like I was saying, and the Hermit on the bottom. Okay, this is a time, they're indicating that you need to go within. It's a time of rest. It's a time of introspection, a time of patience, a time of reconnecting to yourself so that you can maybe feel the magic within by connecting to your consciousness and to the consciousness of the collective sort of energy, tapping into your spirit team. This orange triangle on the heart center, because it's positioned pointing up, that indicates, that could be a symbol of fire energy. So maybe this sort of hermit mode will bring you to a place where you can reignite that inner fire, find something you're passionate about, feed the higher aspects of self by connecting to your inner self, to your heart chakra, and using those lower chakras, what you've learned so far on your path, to come into the heart space with a newfound passion to align yourself with your wishes, to bring you that security, to bring you that magic. I'm going to use another deck to see if any other messages want to come out about this power and all these choices that you have. Clear, concise messages for Libra's highest good. Do we have any other messages about this choice that they have to make? Okay. That's a huge chunk of cards, but again, I'm feeling led to sort of keep them because they'll tell us more of a story. There's definitely a lot of energies in these cards. This card says letting go. So this in traditional tarot would be the death card. Definitely there's this time of transformation, this time of personal empowerment. Oh, the next card. I thought I just turned these upside down. Okay. The next card says go within. So letting go within. And that would be the High Priestess. Then we have inner strength. So this would be the Justice card. The Spiritual Teacher, which is the Hermit again. 7 of Action. The Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Action. Then we have the Positive Recognition, which would be the Sun. And the 5 of Thought. Okay, so you're definitely, I feel like some of these are, okay. I feel like some of these ones here are repeats, and this is the World card. Okay, there's something big that is in your path. Right, yeah, so we have the 7 of Wands and we have the 5 of Swords out for the second time. We have the Hermit out twice. And now we have, oops, this is the 5 of Swords here, sorry. And then we have also the 5 of Wands that came out. So let me just tap into these cards here. The 7 of Action says, you're being called upon to claim your personal power. Feel confident as your angels will give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. Your struggle may actually stem from an unresolved inner conflict rather than a conflict with others. That is 100% the energy I'm feeling, is you are having an internal battle. And if that doesn't resonate for you, then it might be, like I said earlier, it might be an external battle that you're having where you just have to say no. You have to set your boundaries. You have to go within and decide, like, this doesn't feel right for me, and there's no reason that I have to say yes for this. It's going to feel uncomfortable to say no, especially if you're someone that's not used to setting boundaries. But your spirit team is trying to bring something big in for you. Something, whether it's a job, a new love opportunity. We're not seeing a lot of love cards here on the table, but I'm definitely feeling it's something in your physical world, a new opportunity that they're trying to bring in for you. And yeah, this card here says your angels want you to know that your current challenge pushes you to be assertive and confident. Be willing to stand up for yourself and defend your position. You have the right to excuse yourself from those who bring drama into your life. Maybe there are people external to you that you're feeling like this friendship has to end for whatever reason. Maybe there are 2 situations in your life, like maybe a friendship and a job that's no longer serving you. The path you're on seemed like the right one, but now you've run into a challenge. There's a better direction for you that will make you much happier in the end. Changes are necessary so that you can get back on track. Avoid negative people who are draining and who bring unwanted drama into your life. So that's the second time we're hearing drama. So definitely for some of you, this is going to be something external. This is going to be a relationship, friendships, something like that, bringing negativity into your life. And there's something in you, even though you're a kind person, that's saying, like, damn, I don't want to do this anymore. And I think by setting that boundary, perhaps this is a bit of a test from the universe to say, like, what have you learned thus far? Because I'm really feeling a connection to the lower chakras which is often, our ability to integrate the lessons that we've been given here by choosing this human path in life. We are also given a soul mission. And part of that is to learn from what we've been given. And the universe, when they see that we've learned, sometimes they'll throw some tests on our path to say, okay, let's put those lessons to the test. And so just know that you're divinely guided. You're being divinely guided. There's an inner stirring that I know you can hear. It's time to say no. And this really popped out to me. This is the solar plexus. So maybe you want to research a little bit about the solar plexus, and gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So part of that is sometimes we have to say no in order to receive something bigger. The next card we have out from the angels is have confidence. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Yes. Okay, and then on the bottom we have admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Your spirit team, they are surrounding you. And for some reason I'm getting a little bit emotional about that, because I know what it feels like to be on the path, and it feels like you have so many decisions that you can't even get your head straight, but you have this feeling inside that something's not right. But we have this white bird flying in, and that's your spirit team. I feel guided to say something that I often tell my clients is your guardian angels, they were assigned to you when you entered onto this planet. And lots of times we don't realize that they need to be called upon. Yes, they're around us. Yes, sometimes they guide us. But really the only time they can intervene is if it's a life and death situation and you're not meant to leave this earth yet. So if we're not calling on them, they're just kind of hanging out on the sidelines. And I always tell my clients that I imagine them like bench warmers almost. So they're just sitting there twiddling their thumbs and they're waiting for the day that you finally decide to call upon them. And I feel that that's what your spirit team is saying right now is even there's deer in this picture and they're looking up at this bird coming down. And I just get the sense oh, I just got a message that maybe you've even noticed your pet looking at a corner of the room, and it kind of creeps. It gives you the shivers or something like that. And I'm getting the sense that innocent creatures, or maybe you have a child. I remember when my kids were babies, and I would always see them staring off somewhere and then smiling, and I was just ooh, even though I've been on this spiritual path and I believe in guardian angels and all of that, it still kind of gives you the shivers, because you're who is beside me, or who is my baby smiling at, or who are my pets looking at? And so this is a validation for you that yes, your guardian angels are there, and all you have to do is ask for their help and their guidance. So even saying please, Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude, or you can talk to them. I talk to them just like the regular people. I'll say, I call them my guardian angels. Today, please support me as I make this decision. Fill me with confidence, fill me with love, and bring the best choice for my highest timeline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll go into nature and I'll clean the forest. I'll clean, maybe, I'm out for a walk and I'll just pick up some garbage as a bit of an offering. But that's what I have for you, Libra. My heart feels really my heart is there with you as you make this choice. And I know it's going to turn out great. So leave me a comment. What is this choice you're having to make? And use this key. You are the key. You can unlock the magic within by simply making the choice. And I mean, it's not that simple. I mean, of course, we're going to have to pray and meditate and make an action towards whichever path you choose. You're going to have to stay devoted to that path and pray and meditate and make some choices that align you with that path. It's not always so simple, but if you think about it, the first step is making the choice, and you're supported.